Hello, everyone.
Hello, teacher.
How are you,
Oh,
my
Regina is
dear?
here.
Yeah. Hello, Floripa.
Hi, teacher. I miss you.
I missed you too. I was expecting you yesterday, and they told me you had problems
Yes,
with the link, my dear.
yes, yes.
Okay,
I have
I'm
a
glad.
problem. I had a
I'm gl-
problem.
I'm glad to see you here again. Okay,
Oh, me
I miss
too. Me
your
too.
laughs. Ka, 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 ka. See?
I
Speaking of laughing, ó. Ka, 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 ka. Okay. Hi,
teacher. I
Monica.
promise.
How are you?
Hi.
Be a good girl, okay? Okay. How are things? Everything is fine?
Everything is fine. Yes.
That's very
Teacher,
good.
you are better.
I am
Are you
still
better?
good. Still good.
Ah,
Okay.
thank God.
Oh, me too. I pray every day, okay? Today I had a
Oh, my.
little headache and I thought, oh,
Oh, no,
no, it's not
no,
possible.
no.
But I made some coffee. I drank coffee and now
Yes.
I'm good. So it was not a
Oh,
problem. Okay.
thank
But
God.
it was a real emergency. Okay.
Yes. Your friend,
Okay.
how are you?
My friend is okay. Yes. But
Okay.
he's completely isolated. Okay.
Yes.
I'm not. I'm just alone. It's different. Okay.
Yes.
But there is a lockdown. So it's the same. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Today we are going to talk about something new, not food. We are going to talk about narcissistic people. Do you have any friend who is a narcissist?
I don't know.
Monica?
I think that we have. Sorry, here. Just a moment.
Okay. Regina, do you have any friend who is a narcissist?
I think no, but I have a friend, a
Ah,
woman friend, that
ah.
she think only things wrong. Uh, reclama, como é que é?
Complain. She complain all the
Complain
time.
all the time.
Ah, so
Oh,
she's not a narcissist. She's a bitch.
a bitch.
No, a
What is it?
bitch. A bitch. There
A
are two
bitch.
meanings. A bitch. Yes.
Ah,
There are two meanings. One meaning is a bad meaning, okay?
bad
That
meaning,
is the
yes.
difference. Oh, bitch
Okay.
can
Teacher, could
be,
you share your screen, please?
I think it's possible. Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, no problem. Thank you for reminding me. Oh, when you see those working girls on the street at night wearing very extravagant clothes or sometimes no clothes, those are bitches, which means a
Ah,
prostitute.
ah,
But a bitch is possible to be used to someone who complains all the time. I can say, for example, stop bitching. Life is beautiful. It's beautiful, but there is a virus. It's beautiful, but stop
yes.
bitching. Understand? So this is a modern word, modern use for the word bitch. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
So that's what I said. If she complains all the time, maybe she's not a narcissist. She's a bitch. Okay? Because she's always complaining. Okay? All right?
All right.
Monica, you were going
Yes.
to answer. Do you have any friend who is a narcissist?
I think that everyone have.
Everyone
If,
is a little bit.
yes, I think so. Mhm.
Really?
Yes, because I don't know if the narcissism is just to for example, to have autoestima, but
Self-esteem.
self-esteem, but a lot.
Self-esteem. No.
No.
Self-esteem is not, if you have a high self-esteem, it doesn't mean you are a narcissist.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
A narcissistic person
It's a
is a
problem.
little,
Problem.
it's a problem. It's a
Yes.
problem.
A
Yes.
personality problem.
It is let's say, a mental disorder. Understand?
Mm-hmm. Mental disorder. So I,
Yes.
I think that
You have a mental disorder.
no, not me. But I think when I think about the people in this moment,
She's a narcissistic,
maybe
or
it's not
he is.
narcissist, but each one has some problem.
Okay. Yeah, it's
I think
possible.
so.
It's possible.
Anyone is completely good, completely.
But a narcissistic person, as we are going to study and talk about today,
Mhm.
they
Is a bad
have a
personality.
grandiose image of themselves. Like, I'm the best, fuck the rest. Understand? I am the most important.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I
Yes.
deserve special treatment.
Uh-huh.
Okay. This is a problem. Understand?
Yes, understand.
For example, I know people that post a photograph at Instagram and then they have, for example, 20 likes. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I only
Mm-hmm.
had 20 likes. Oh, what's the
Yes.
problem?
It's for this that I think that this is a problem in this moment, teacher, because many people's ai, how can I say, maneira muito ruim,
In a bad way. In a
in a
bad
bad
way.
way. Uh-huh.
Yes. But
So
this is a form of narcissism. Understand? Because,
yes.
for instance, I do have social media like most people. I never post anything. I never post. I always look because my wife posts, but not herself.
Uh-huh.
My wife is a chef and she
Mm-hmm.
posts business things.
Mm-hmm.
Understand? For example, some special things that she prepares, like she's going to give a Christmas course, how to prepare special food for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And then I always go into Instagram to look to see what she's posting. But it's very difficult, for example, that I post a picture in front of the Eiffel
Mm-hmm.
Tower. I post a picture in Amsterdam. Probably no. Understand?
Uh-huh.
I don't like doing that. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't like exposing myself. So I
Mm-hmm.
think my narcissistic side is very insignificant.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No,
Yes.
there are people that are going to take a shower, pew, they post a
Yeah.
picture.
Yes.
Yes.
People that are going to the toilet, ping, they post a picture. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Okay.
This is problem. Mm-hmm.
So, Pedro, hello.
Hello.
Do you have any friend or yourself, I don't know, who is a narcissistic?
I think no. I don't know.
You don't know. Okay. How about you,
No.
Erica? No?
No.
Erica, I think you are not a narcissistic person because you told me that you always put on your makeup, you always brush your hair, but you never open the camera for us to admire. So what's the
Oh.
point? Understand? You don't expose yourself. Okay?
You can imagine.
Uh, Well, okay. I have a bad imagination, okay? My imagination is terrible, okay?
Okay.
Gislaine, how about you, Gislaine?
Hi, teacher.
How are you, my dear?
I'm fine, thank you. I don't know, but I don't know anyone narcissistic,
Narcissistic person. Okay.
narcissistic
But
person.
let's understand what is to be a narcissist. Because maybe at the end, you will discover that maybe you know someone who is a narcissist. And they will give an example that is very funny. At the moment you see it, ping, you will immediately remember somebody after you tell me.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm sure you will remember somebody. Okay, let me pause.
No,
All right. No, just a moment.
not you.
I'm pressing the button here. Okay,
Yes.
good. Can you see it now?
Yes.
Yes.
So, understanding narcissism. Me, you see, 1 like, 2, 3, 4, 7, 10. Do you think they mentioned something, but do you agree that social media stimulates a little bit
Yes.
the narcissism of people?
Of
Yeah.
course. Yes.
Okay. So this lesson is called the psychology. Observe that the PSY we pronounce psy. So we say psychology, we say psychiatrist, okay? Psy, not psy, no, psy. The psychology of narcissism, okay? So
Okay.
let me look at something very important. Yeah, okay. I already knew the answer, but I just wanted to check. Who do you think is gonna be the first one to read? Huh?
Monica.
Ah,
Not because
wow.
I'm very important. No, it's because I'm
The
here.
camera is open. Yes, yes. You're very smart, Erika. Maybe you can also tell me the number of the lottery, huh?
Oh, you try.
Okay, Monica, can you read this part that is on the page, please, on the
Okay.
screen, way before the first selfie?
Okay, the psychology of narcissism. Way before the first selfie, the ancient Greek and Romans had a myth about someone a little too with
Obsessed.
obsessed with his own
Image.
image. In one telling, has
Narcissus.
Narcissus was a handsome guy wandering the world in search of someone to love. After rejecting a nymph named Echo, he caught a glimpse of his own reflection in the river and fell in love with it. Unable to tear himself away,
To tear.
unable to tear himself away, Narcissus drowned.
Drown it. Drown it. Drown it.
Drowned.
Monica,
Yes.
it's very difficult to know when you pronounce tear, when you pronounce tear, because both words exist
Mm-hmm.
and
Tear.
they have the same spelling but different pronunciation.
Okay.
Tear is
Tear.
the verb.
Mm-hmm. To tear.
Tear is when you cry.
Yes. It's
The tears roll down your face, okay, when
Yeah.
you're crying. So tears for fears. We say tears because it's tears. But
Tears.
here is unable to tear
Tear.
himself away. to separate, to go away from his image, okay? Because
Okay.
to tear is to cut.
Okay.
Okay, for example, tear along the perforated line. Then you have a perforated line and you tear along, okay?
Yes.
Any
And
question?
unable to tear himself away, Narcissus drowned.
Drowned.
Narcissus drowned. Okay.
Understand? Drowned.
Yes.
Yeah, because what happened is, I think one day he decided to stop to drink some water in a river. And when he did that, he saw his image reflected in the water. He caught a glimpse. A glimpse is a look of his own reflection.
Yes.
And he fell so much in love with himself that he could not stop looking. That he could not tear away from the image. And then what happened? He fell into the river and drowned. Okay? Any question about this part?
Teacher, I don't understand tear away.
To separate, to go away, to move away.
Okay.
To tear only to cut. To tear something away is to separate. Unable, that means he couldn't stay away from the image. He was so much in love with his image in the river that he, boom, katapum, he fell into the river and drowned. Any question about this part? Regina, Erica, Pedro, Gislaine, any other question?
Wondering.
I'm wondering, nowhere to go. Okay. Do not confuse the verb to wonder,
To wonder.
Yes, wonder. Wonder means to walk around without having a place to go. Because sometimes you go out to go to the supermarket, to go to the shopping mall. Then you say, I'm going to the mall. But sometimes you go out without any destination in mind. Then if I ask you, hey, where are you going? Nowhere. I'm just going to wander around, walk around.
Okay.
That's what I do many times. Not now during the lockdown, okay? Because if the police stops you and you are not in your area of residence, you are in trouble, okay? But so I don't wander around anymore, okay? And Wonder is the cousin of Steve Wonder. This is the same of would like to know. Okay, like I wonder where you were last night. Okay?
Yes.
Another question about this?
No.
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 I thought somebody was going to ask about handsome, so I would show myself, okay? But nobody asked. I'm disappointed. Okay. I'm very sad. Okay.
Oh, teacher.
Oh, I'm sad. Okay. Now all the cameras are closed, so I don't have any preference. Okay. Anyone here, it's okay. Okay. But I'm not going to forget. So I will go now by the logical sequence that appears in my camera. So Regina, can you read the second part here? A flower market the spot, this part.
A flower marked the spot of where he died, and we call that flower the Narcissus. The myth,
The myth,
the myth
captures.
captures the basic idea of Narcissus, elevated and sometimes detrimental self-involvement.
Detrimental self-involvement.
Detrimental self-involvement. But it's not just a personality type
Okay.
that shows up in advice columns. It's actually a set of traits cla- classifi-
Classified.
classified, classified and studied by psychologists.
Psychologist. Very good. That's it. Psychiatrist,
Psycho-
psychologist,
psychologist.
psychology. Okay, very good, Regina.
Okay.
Any question
Okay.
about this part?
No.
No.
Okay, excellent. So after Regina, we have Erica. Okay, Erica, can you read this next part, please? The psychological definition.
Yes. The psychological definition of narcissism is an inflated, grandiose
Inflated.
self-image. To varying degrees, narcissists think they are better looking, smarter, and more important than other people, and that they deserve special treatment. Psychologists recognize two forms of narcissism as a personality trait: grandiose and vulnerable narcissism.
Very good, Erica. Perfect reading. Any question
Thank you.
about this part?
No.
No.
No questions? Pedro, Gislaine,
Oh,
No.
Erica, Regina, Mônica.
No, teacher.
It's okay.
No.
Wow, you guys are so smart today. I'm so proud. Okay, Gislaine, can you read this for me, please?
Yes, teacher. There is also narcissistic personality disorder, a more extreme form, which we will return to shortly. Grandiose
Grandiose.
narcissism is the most familiar kind,
Kind.
kind, character,
Characterized.
wow, characterized by extroversion, dominance, and attention seeking. Grandiose narcissists.
Grandiose. Narcissists.
Grandiose narcissists pursue attention and power, sometimes as politicians,
Politicians, celebrities,
or cultural leaders.
No, there is no Q. Cultural.
Cultural leaders.
Cultural, no Q.
Cultural leaders.
I explained that you can only pronounce Q when you have a sequence of vowel, consonant, vowel. Here you have U, L, T, two consonants. So it would be impossible to say Q. Like we don't say culture, we say culture, cultural. Okay?
Cultural.
Okay.
And any question about this part?
No.
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 Ooh la la, next class I have to find something more difficult. Or you will think, I don't need to study English anymore. I know everything the teacher gives. Pedro, can you read this part for me, please? Of course.
yes, of course, not everyone who pursues these positions of power is narcissistic. Many do it for very positive reasons, like reaching their full potential or helping make people's lives matter.
Better.
But better, yes. But narcissistic individuals seek power for the
Status.
status and attention that goes with it.
Okay, good. Any question about this part?
No.
No.
like reaction.
I'm sorry.
Uh, second line, many to do it for very
For very
positive
positive
reason,
reasons, like
like
reaching their full
reaching.
reaching. Reaching
Mm.
is achieving, getting their full potential.
Oh, okay.
There are many excellent doctors, but nobody knows the name because they work for NGOs, organizations that are non-profitable. They work in
Mm,
Africa, they work in poor countries, saving a lot of people's lives. But they don't do it because they want to be famous. They do it because they want to help people. Understand? Which is
mm-hmm.
the case here. Many do it for very positive reasons, like reaching their full potential or helping make people's lives better.
Better.
Understand?
Mhm.
Yes.
That's not, of course, the reason why many people decide to go into politics. Okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Possible. Yes.
Possible. I'm absolutely sure.
Yes.
I agree.
Yes, and it's impressive the similarities that exist between our president and the president of the United States.
Yes.
Oh,
Both,
yes.
both are extremely narcissistic. If
Yes.
you say anything that they don't like, they always react violently, understand? And
Mm-hmm.
they don't accept any negative remarks about their behavior. Understand? You can only say you're beautiful, you're the best, you are the most
Mhm.
important. If you say, maybe it's not good to do that, oh my gosh. Okay, let's go back to Monica. Meanwhile,
Meanwhile, vulnerable narcissists
vulnerable.
vulnerable. Meanwhile, vulnerable narcissists can be quiet and reserved. They have a strong sense of entitlement.
No, entitlement. Entitlement.
Entitlement. Meanwhile,
But
vulnerable narcissists can be quiet and reserved. They have a strong sense of enti-
entitlement.
entitlement, entitlement, but are easily threatened and slighted. In their case, the dark side of narcissism shows up over the long term. Narcissists tend to act selfishly, so narcissistic leaders may make risk or unethical decisions and
Unethical. Unethical.
unethical unethical decisions, and narcissistic partners may be dishonest or unfaithful
Unfaithful. Unfaithful.
unfaithful when their rose view of themselves is challenged. They can become resentful resentful
Resentful and
resentful
aggressive.
and aggressive. Mhm.
This is exactly what I have just said about our president.
Yes.
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 When their rosy view,
Aggressive. Mhm.
yes, is challenged, that means every time you challenge him,
Mhm. Mhm.
he becomes
Mm.
resentful and
Yes.
aggressive. Like
Aggressive.
he
Yes.
humiliates the reporters. Okay,
Yes.
he humiliates business people, anyone
Mhm.
that says anything that is not beautiful about him. Understand?
Understood.
Yes.
Yes. I see.
Any question about this part?
Entitlement.
Yes.
Entitlement is the same of doing the things in the correct way, in the right way. Okay.
Mhm.
This
Okay.
refers to the vulnerable. Okay. They have a strong sense of righteousness. But righteousness is more difficult than entitlement. Entitlement is when you try to do the things according to the book, always correctly. But they are easily threatened, okay? Because they always want to do things correctly. They can be threatened or slighted, okay?
What is slighted?
Yes.
This is when you ignore them, when you don't give them the necessary importance. Understand?
Okay.
For example, when I forget to call Regina to read, she can say, Teacher, why are you slying me today? Okay?
Okay.
I'm sorry, Regina. I didn't see you there. Your camera was closed. Okay? I didn't slight you, baby. Okay? This is the same of
Okay.
desprezar. Okay?
Oh, teacher.
I never did that intentionally. Okay?
Yes. Yes.
Any question? Any other question?
Teacher, Roseville, I don't understand.
Ah, I should not understand either because this is a little for girls, for gays, okay? But I will explain to you. When they are Roseville, when the beautiful image that they want to transmit, it comes from rose, you know, the flower rose.
Okay.
Rose is the flower, rosy is the adjective. When the beautiful image of themselves is challenged, they get aggressive, violent, resentful. Understand?
Ah, okay.
That is the idea of rosy view. Okay? And this is
We
the
teacher, we can say Roseville when I am shy, for example.
I don't think so. When you are shy?
Yes.
No, I don't think
No?
so.
For
No,
example,
because
no.
oh, imagine for example, if I ask Erica, what do you think of São Paulo? Erica has a rosy view of São Paulo. Just an example, okay, Eric? She's going to say, São Paulo
Okay.
is a great place to live. I love it. Okay. The cities are very nice. The streets are very nice. Everything is very clean. The public transportation system is wonderful. The criminal level is low. This is a rosy view. Understand? It's a
Ah, okay.
beautiful view that
Mm-hmm.
is not really real sometimes. Understand? Sometimes it's real, but sometimes it's not real. Okay?
Ah, okay.
So if you are shy, you try to hide yourself. You don't try to show an impression, a beautiful impression of yourself. Understand?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not a psychologist. I'm just telling you my personal opinion. But I don't
Okay.
think it could be applied to a shy person. Okay?
Roseville. Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's like a beautiful image. Regina, can you describe for me? It's like a disease.
It's like a disease where the sufferers feel pretty good, but the people around the suffer. Taken to the extreme, this behavior is classified as a psychological disorder called narcissistic personality disorder. It affects 1 to 2% of the population, more commonly men. Wow, men?
Yes, men,
Man.
men.
I think that woman.
No, men, men.
Mhm.
Okay? It's
Okay.
more common among men than women. Okay? Women, of course, they like to show themselves. They like to expose. They
Yeah,
like the attention.
more.
Okay?
Yes.
But it's a different feeling. Understand? Uh,
Yes.
when they want to show this grandiose view of themselves, you know, exacerbated, you know, like I'm the best. Okay. This is a problem, understand?
Okay.
And
Like
the
Trump.
like Trump, exactly.
This
Imagine, and
this
I
person.
think he needs a psychological treatment.
Yes.
No, he lost and he lost, lost and lost. And the guy
Yes,
says,
yes.
no, it was a fraud.
Yeah.
All
Very
his
brave.
secretaries, all his assistants were telling him, boss, I think we really lost. You're crazy, you're fired. Okay.
Yes, President.
Yes. I read a CNN today that he is almost, not yet, almost admitting that maybe he has lost.
Wow.
Maybe.
Maybe.
It's true. Read a CNN. Maybe he has lost and he will start the transition. Maybe. Okay.
Yes.
Another question about this part or no?
No.
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 Oh, very important. Narcissism is not a diagnostic for children.
Mm,
Children don't suffer from this. This is reserved for adults.
yes.
You can say, no, but I know a child that loves exposing herself. This is need of self-esteem. They are
Mm,
self-centered, but not narcissistic. Understand?
Yeah.
So you cannot confuse this. A narcissist is a mental disorder reserved for adults, not for children.
mhm.
I'm sorry if there is a psychologist here and he or she disagrees, but as much as I have read, this is only for adults. So, Erika, just finish reading this part. So we already finished the class, but we can stop here. Young people, especially children.
Young people, especially children, can be very self-centered, but this might just be a normal part of development. The fifth edition of the American
Psychiatric
Association Diagnostic and Statistical Manual describes several threats associated with
traits. No, traits,
traits.
characteristics, traits.
Okay, traits. Traits associated with narcissistic personality disorder.
Very good. Any question about this part?
No.
No.
Okay, this
No.
is an interesting topic, and I want you to sleep on it and think about friends, bosses, people that you have worked with. Because, in my opinion, the worst type of boss to have is a narcissist.
Oh, yes.
You will never grow, you will never prosper, you will never shine, because he will always be afraid of letting you shine. So that's why I want you to think about, one day I had a problem with my boss, and now thinking about it, I realized that maybe he was a fucking narcissist. Understand? And that's why he did everything not to help you. On the other hand, but you were working for him. No. But if your plan worked, you would be praised, not him. Understand?
Yeah.
And then I think that's the worst type of people to work for. Okay? A
Yeah.
real narcissistic. So
Mhm.
think about it. Tomorrow, I'd like to know your opinion about this. Okay? I hope you have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you guys tomorrow so we can conclude this lesson. All right?
All right. Thank you
Thank you
for
very
the class.
much for watching my class, and I hope to see you tomorrow here. All right? Bye-bye now.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you.
Bye bye.
Everyone.
Bye, alligator.